Hello everyone, Russell Wright from Network Empire and G++.com. Today I want to talk to you about a tale of two Googles. This is the new and improved and updated for 2013 G++ course. You probably remember last year we had a very popular video going around about how Google Plus will destroy your business, steal your customers, undermine your marketing efforts if you don't understand one single strategy. This is really about Google Plus launching. And what we were talking about in that single strategy is something we were using at the time, and we launched the course, but we did not give you a software. The software is now ready a year later because it was kind of difficult to build. We call it the G++ RSS feed generator, a stable version. Generates RSS feeds out of both the Google Plus status updates and something that most people don't even know exists called a Google Plus One bookmark tab. Okay? And what I want to do in this video is refresh your memory from last year. Last year we said Google had a SEO split personality because they added personalized search results along with the regular search results. Hopefully by now you know what I'm talking about. There's the legacy layer and the panda circles layer, which is personalized results for anybody in your circle. You'll see their updates for anything related to your keyword. But there was also the Google legacy results, which is really a combination of many, many things. And that's really what people who are launching courses on Penguin and Panda and all the traditional SEO hype, they're really pretty much focused on the Google standard results. Okay? But really, Panda and Penguin, ironically, is about the fusion of these two results together as Google moves forward more and more towards almost becoming a directory and even a social directory. So we were wrong. It's worse than we thought. Google is not merely a split SEO personality or doesn't have a personality disorder. Really, they have a multiple SEO personality disorder. But it's really not Google that's confused. It's users and the traditional SEO environment. Hopefully you remember that movie with Jim Carrey, Me, Myself, and Irene. That's a little bit more accurate because now you have the Google legacy search results and the Google personalized results and the logged in versus the logged out search engine results, which will vary and change depending upon whether or not a user is logged in and logged out of their Gmail account, which is also their Google dashboard account, which is also your Google Plus verified name account. Now, it's very confusing to non-technical users and very confusing to people who don't have a background in development and programming. Now, even Rand Fiskin came out mid-year 2012 and said, hey, if people are logged into their Google account while they hit your website, you're not even going to know what keywords they came to your site for. This is a gradual moving together of all these apparent split personalities from the perspective of traditional SEOs that Google seems to have. It's really Google trying to control the whole piece of pie. They want your social statuses, they want your ranking SEO algorithms, as well as they want to have the number one login. The universal login that Facebook seems to have. They're really competing only with Facebook in the sense of the Google unified login. Okay, it's really the universal login that these larger companies are at war over. Okay, so that's really what we're talking about here. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about what I mean by this and give you some insider tips you probably haven't heard anywhere before. Google is building the ultimate cybernetic algorithm. A cybernetic algorithm, I know it sounds like a fancy word, it just takes into account both human signals, social likes, and the rest, and the Googlebot algorithms and traditional LSI and Googlebot algorithms of the past. Okay? An example of this new cybernetic algorithm can be seen inside your Google Analytics account. If you look at social, go to your social sources and social network for your traffic, and you can see that there's something called the Social Data Hub Partner. This is an attempt of Google to create an alliance with all the other large platforms that they don't necessarily own and say, hey, we know that you guys are huge and we know you're getting even more huge. We would like to create a corporate alliance with you that we know that you're a social data hub partner because we have already decided that anybody who's posting content on your network, we're going to give a high ranking because of the way that you've organized your social matrix. And we just want to create a cybernetic value with the social data hub. We want you to be a partner, and we're going to have a special relationship with you. An example of that is Disqus. Quora is very quickly becoming a social data hub partner. I predict they will. This means that Google has a unique relationship with certain kinds of social media platforms that are not the same as other social media platforms, and they're going to give you extra credit, but they're going to have more control over what kind of spamming and what kind of shortcuts and cheating you're doing with those platforms. And that's actually already showing up inside your Google Analytics file. Okay, this is an example of a cybernetic value system. These are not automated algorithms alone. These are relationships that Google is building with other social media platforms. So how do you transcend all this? Well, connection is the key. For some reason, people still think that Panda and Penguins are a pure SEO problem. It's not. There's a single unifying control panel, and Google gives you all this for free. An example of that was the Google Analytics file, where you can go right into your social media account and see all this massive traffic that's lifting your social signal and giving you better search engine results for both the social and the legacy search engine results page. Okay, and what I'm talking about is really where a lot of people get confused. It's the dashboard and the Google Plus About Us page. Google.com/dashboard. It's easy for you to visit that right now. Just go to log into your Google account if you have one. Go to google.com/dashboard, and you can see right now what Google thinks of you and what kind of data they have on you. And it is changing every week, every month, but just know that you can always go there to see what information is associated with your account. And more importantly, if you have a Google Plus account and you've tied that to your Google dashboard, it's a back-end connection that Google is trying to give every single identity that uses any of their major applications for free. Well, nothing is free. So what is the cost to you for using all this Google Docs, this Google Gmail account, and the Google Plus, and unifying that, including your YouTube account and everything? Well, it's your Google dashboard. It's Google gaining more and more control over all the applications that you use. Look, I'm not Orwellian and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. All I'm saying here is if you know how Google integrates these into a unified field, you can do what you want. You can game the system, you can use it properly, you can use it any way that you want, as long as you have database thinking. You have to have almost a programmer's thinking. And your Google Plus ID about page is really where all that connective tissue is starting to happen and come together in a single account. And once you know this, you can do amazing things with getting your content syndicated and ranked all at the same time. And this is really what the Google RSS feed generator we created is about. Here's an example. Here's Larry Page's official G Plus dashboard, and actually it's his official G Plus page. You can see right here there's this check mark. It's a verified name. Google is moving towards wanting everybody who ever uses any of their free services like Gmail and Google Plus and the unified YouTube to all be social. Just last week, I signed into my YouTube account, and YouTube, these messages popped up, and YouTube said, hey, we love the fact that you're theme Zoom, but we would really like you to represent yourself as Russell Wright. Wow. Scary, right? And everything they did was in the wizard was leading me along to change my generic business account to a personal name, because they know there's more clout. But behind the scenes, you guys and gals, what Google is doing is they want everybody who has a verified name to get more rankings, to get more kudos, to get more social influence, and get more clout. Scary stuff. This is why you got to know how to use it and know what you're connecting. The About Us page connected to your Google Plus account is where you can add websites, where you can add profiles, and where you can add contributing editor status updates. And when Google sees this, they add it to your dashboard, and your dashboard becomes this hub whereby when you publish anything as that user, you're going to get clout and you're going to get influence on the algorithm that we call the cybernetic algorithm. Over the next 2 years, those people who are not connecting these two things are really going to have a harder time ranking, going to spend a lot more money with backlinking and the old methods, while Google continually goes to war to undermine these traditional backlinking methods. Why not just understand how the database works and syndicate everything using Google's own platforms that they value higher than other platforms, as well as their social data hub alliances? So the situation is this. It's simple, folks. Google gives extra power, credibility, and ranking to content that comes from their own platforms. Check. Google Plus is a microblog and gets ranking and traffic, plus there's no limited 147 character limit. You can publish your whole darn blog post pretty much on there if you want. And we've seen almost no duplicate penalty results if the article you're publishing, the blog that you're publishing to, and the Google Plus update and the account is connected to the same user. They know it's you. Not to mention your Google author markup tags, which is also tied to your Google Plus account. Further, This is seen as both a social traffic signal and a ranking signal in Google's new cybernetic paradigm. Okay? So when used properly, you can kill two birds with one stone, gaining both social and ranking influence. Use an RSS feed, turn your Google Plus into an RSS feed, and make sure it gets syndicated everywhere, especially with video and Google. And you can even nest Google's own platforms together. You can do YouTube, nest it into a Google Plus account, nest it into FeedBurner, and syndicate it everywhere. They own everything, and so all you get is clout. Nothing to be afraid of. The only thing you need to be concerned about is when you're connecting multiple accounts to a single paradigm, and we've clearly delineated how there are times that you may not want to do that. You want to have a one-to-one persona with your WR2s and another persona with your primary money sites, and make sure that you're not violating any Google terms of service. Okay, look. This stuff gets you ranked on both Google personalized and Google legacy results. That is, while you have your outsourcing team or your staff grow your circles, your Google Plus circles, so that more and more people in those circles related to your niche begin to see your automatic updates through your Google Plus account, you can also get ranked on the regular search engine for people looking for those long tails. Like, how cool is that? It's like a kid in a candy store. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. The barrier was the Google Plus RSS automated software. So look, you can get traffic from both short and long tails in your Google Plus account. I have tons of mid-tail and long-tail traffic coming from my Google Plus updates. If you were to log into my Google Analytics account, you would see Google Plus, tons of traffic, okay, from my various web rings. And that's great. Google loves it. It's their own platform, and it authenticates me because I've given Google permission to authenticate my personal identity or the identity of a persona or a private identity with that account. Therefore, they've been verified. The problem is, we have taught students around the world to use RSS syndication combined with blog content curation to drive massive amounts of long-tail keywords, but Google does not give you an RSS feed with your Google account. Again, Google does not give you this RSS feed. There's a few services out there that allow you to do it. They've been very unstable. The free web services have crashed and burned. We've watched 3 different services crash and burn. There's a new Chrome plugin out there that claims to do this. It's very poor. It crashes in the middle of heavy traffic, and also it doesn't format the feed properly in case you need a GUID for automatic syndication through FeedBurner. FeedBurner fails automatically. You can't put it through Facebook using RSS graffiti. You can't put it through Twitter feed. The problem is it's got to be designed by people who know what marketing is about and know what syndication is all about. Okay, that's the problem. So we've solved that with the RSS generator. First, understand the power few understand the power of syndicating the Google Plus feed everywhere, and they don't know how to do it properly, so they just don't, and it's not important for them. Okay, so the solution is the Google Plus course. We updated it for 2013. We're going to continue to sell it on the Warriors Forum for a couple of months. There's a free 30-day trial for G++ feed generator software inside the Warriors Forum offer only. Okay, this course the software is not very expensive, but we want everybody to have a free trial because we promised you it was coming. We give you instructions on how to create your Google Plus RSS feed, and we also will offer you the members-only exclusive information on how to syndicate your RSS feed for maximum reach. And this will be constantly we're adding to it. As the web changes at the speed of thought, there's more and more that you need to know about mass syndication for bots and mass syndication for humans. And Open Graph is really the key that differentiates those, and we're going to get into that quite a bit in the course. Also, I'm going to show you my friend's method for a stable plugin that will automatically allow you to publish from your blog to Google+. And the reason I make a big deal out of this and just don't dump it in the public view is because this is a Warriors plugin that works really, really well, but because we actually tested over 5 different plugins, we've got over 30 hours in investigating how this is possible. Google really does not want you to publish automatically to your Google Plus status update from your blog. They want you to hand curate each post. And although I empathize with that, and that's fine, there's times when you just really don't have the time to do that, especially with your WR2, your video sites, your secondary sites, and as we teach at Network Empire and ThemeZoom, your WR2 secondary feeder sites. That still works. I'm generating traffic right now across hundreds of blogs automatically as we speak, and it's a beautiful thing. I want to show you how I post automatically to Google Plus, and my friend's plugin that actually passed the test, meaning I waited for 60 days to make sure it didn't break down. It's a beautiful plugin, and it makes the RSS generator software even more powerful. I'm just throwing that in as a tip so that you know how to use those two things in conjunction together, because there's no need to reinvent the wheel when something's working really well, and that plugin works great. So hopefully this stuff makes sense to you, and I would love to see you on the inside. Do please click the link below, and if you're if you're finding this video on YouTube, just look in the description below, and that'll take you right to the Warriors Forum 2013 update. I can't wait to share all this stuff with you. This is only the first of a course that shows you how to glue every possible social media automatically, still give Google what they want, live within Google's terms of service, but think like Google thinks, and don't be using Google in a way that gets you compromised or that lowers your traffic. And understand that there is no panda or penguin. All there is Google thinking, social web. How can we glue our split personality? How can we glue the personalized results and the social kudos that users are interacting with each other with the old Google algorithms, and how can we slowly hedge towards becoming almost a social directory? And when you understand what's on Google's mind, you can use it with powerful, powerful methodologies that debunk almost 90% of the other courses and things that you see out there. My name is Russell Wright. I'll see you at the Google course, and we'll meet you at networkempire.com inside the members area. Thank you.